help those who do not have the opportunity, right, in life. Your sisters, your CBN sisters. That's why when I was in CBN, we promoted sisterhood.
We are honored to have you for this interview. So let me go to the first question. Okay, what was your general experience in CBN? I got to hear you were there for about 5 years, right? Yeah.
Okay, so first and foremost, thank you to the alumni for giving me this opportunity just to share my experiences, so to speak. What was my general
experience?
General experience. Okay, so I have been, prior to coming to CBN, I was in several schools, right? But in CBN, the experience is totally different. It is totally different. It is really unique. And for me, when I got my posting to CBN, it was as if I was coming full circle, because I was educated in a convent school. So when I got the posting to a convent school, and it was already towards the end of my career, of course it was a blessing for me. And I thought that this is an opportunity given by God to me to give back to the sisters what they have given me. So whatever you see in me now is a product of the sisters. It was a convent upbringing. So for me, that was a blessing to come back to a convent school, so that I can, do in my own small way, I could contribute something to the sisters, what shall I say, to their ideals.
So how do you, being an educator, and you have been to several schools, right? So what's your perception about the CBNers?
Wow. Okay, what can I say about the CBN girls? They always keep you on your toes, right? They're always ahead. So I had to be 2 steps ahead of them. But I couldn't do that most of the time, of course. We were also struggling, but we tried. But that kept us going. That kept us on our toes. So we were thinking of ways and means to improve things, because I could see there's so much of opportunity to improve. There was so much room to improve. Because I always say this to the girls, and I'm saying it again, we were just scratching the surface. There is more to these girls. They have so much of potential, and to explore that potential was an exhilarating experience for me as an educator.
Since you have said that, if you could go back in time, what would you change, in CBN?
Okay, what would I change? Nothing. I think everything is perfect. It's going on. It has been going on for 100 over years. Everything was done. It was beautiful, perfect. When I took over CBN from the former principals, it was already there. We are already at the top. So my job was just to enhance that and bring that further and further. So for me, if you ask me, I was fighting for time actually, because we had pandemic. During my time, we had the 2-year pandemic, and that really put what should I say, threw a spanner in the works, because we had so many things planned, and because of the pandemic, we had to halt. A lot of our plans were halted, but we survived. We survived because through PIBG, of course, PIBG, alumni, parents, the community, everyone stepped up and helped us, and that's how we got through the pandemic. So if you ask me, time was my greatest enemy. There were so many things to do, but well, God knows, right? Yeah. So sometimes I think it's not the quantity of time, but the quality of the time given to one person.
Yeah. So that's one of your challenges. What are the other challenges, especially being in, we can say that CBN is an elite school, right? Not only the school, the infrastructure itself, but also the girls, the teachers.
Okay, so when we talk about CBN, it's a school, and school is not a physical building. The school is made up of human beings. souls, human beings. So there is the delicate balance that you have to maintain. Okay, girls, the students, teachers, administrators, the officers from the education department, parents, community, all of them have stake in education. So as a principal, you have to balance that, and that is not easy. It comes through trial and error, right? And being an elite school, the parents, the demand of the parents is higher, and we have to step up to the game. We have to step up. So it's not like handling any other school. I've been head of previously. I've been ahead of 2 other schools before I came to CBN. So I could see that here the challenges are different. So there is no time for you to adjust yourself. You just tap, you just jump into it, and you just have to, handle things. Yeah.
What advice do you have for the students who are about to leave CBN, or to those who had left CBN?
Okay. So CBNers have been breaking the glass ceiling. Okay. They have been holding key positions in the government. We have heard of in many fields that they are doing wonderful things, right? So I'm talking about all CBNers, not necessarily those who are in key positions, but any one of us. I think what is important is, especially now, even now, women don't seem to have, we are still suffering in so many ways, in so many ways. So as women, I think we have to step up, and we have to support each other, and not just, women supporting other women. We also have to support others who are, who need that extra love and care. There's so many of us out there, people who are suffering silently. So we have to hold on true to the motto. Okay, simple in virtue, steadfast in duty. So what does that mean? Simple in virtue, that means humility. Being humble doesn't mean being weak. On the contrary, for me, being humble is being courageous. And you need humility in your life. It teaches us to have compassion for others. So we have to have love and compassion for one another. That is what the sisters taught us. We have to stick to each other. We have to help each other. And that is, for me, is simple in virtue. You can be holding a very high post, but humility is very important, being humble. Because being humble is a virtue. Okay, steadfast in duty, service above self. Service above self. So we have to remember that we have to be of service to others as well. Support each other. Support each other, girls. Support each other. Right?
Yes.
Let's not live up to the cliche. Women are the worst, their own worst enemies. No, we are not going to live up to that cliche. Right?
Now it's our last question. How has CBN played its role in our nation building?
Okay, like I said just now, I think if we go and do a little survey, top, corporate sector or even the government sector, you just have to throw a stone. I think it will definitely hit someone who's a CBN. Okay, our girls are doing it. They are there. What more can I say? There's so many evidence and data to support what I'm saying. So they are making waves, and I know they will continue to make waves. All we are asking is help those who do not have the opportunity, right, in life. Your sisters, your CBN sisters. That's why when I was in CBN, we promoted sisterhood. Yeah. So we have to remember we are one, and we have to work together for the betterment of everyone. Not just me, myself, and
All right. Thank you.
Okay. God bless everyone. Thank you so much.